Dear humans, it is with deep appreciation for who and what you are that we come amongst you to remind you that who and what you are and what you can be and what you can experience, it's truly limitless. We witness you as you move throughout your day, throughout your week, throughout your month, throughout your year, throughout your lifetime. Oftentimes wondering, what if? The what if is a good place to start, for it begins to activate within you the possibility of what could be in your life and in your experience here on earth. What so many of you forget is that you came to this earth not to work, not to have a job, not to do this or that, or get an education, or try to make others feel good, or try to see as many places in the world as possible, or try to see how far you can get in life. You came into this physical reality to experience the fullness of everything that you are as a cosmic starseed. And as some of you begin to remember this, you begin to experience within you an expansion. And in the process of experiencing this expansion, you sometimes begin to feel some resistance, because as you expand and as you begin to see what is possible for you, your conditioning and your previous training sort of kicks into gear and says, we don't know what you're trying to do, but it's a little too big for you, you see. You're just this little fella, and you're just have a lot of limitations. So if you stay safe and you stay in this little corner, then all will be well. But if you try to expand yourself and experience more, well, you might get in trouble, you see, and we want to protect you. And yet, there's a side of you that is so curious, that is wondering, well, what if? What if? And this what ifness scratches the depth of your imagination. And your imagination is not simply your imagination. Your imagination is you tapping into greater consciousness and beginning to allow yourself to play, and beginning to allow yourself to discover what is possible for you, and beginning to allow yourself to experience more of what is within you. See, oftentimes you think experience is simply to taste something new, to smell something new, to touch something new, to see something new. And yes, there is an infinite amount of possibilities and things that you can taste, but at some point you will taste everything. But what often remains untasted, unexplored, is your inner scope for appreciating everything that is around you. As you begin to experience the limitlessness of appreciating, of loving, of truly taking in every single moment of your day, you will discover the infiniteness of your true cosmic essence. And in that you will find such relief, in that you'll find such well-being, that it is not uncommon for many of you to literally jump in the air and say, oh my gosh, I want to share this with others around me because this is so marvelous. And that is what we want for you as well. We want for you to tap into all that you are, because it is in that experience that you start to tap into your true self. And when you tap into your true self, what you can experience and what you can share with yourself and those around you is so immense, and you become so filled. See, there are times when some of you have been trained to please the image that others have of you. But the image that others have of you will always be limited, will always be based on some idea that they have of you. And the greatest image of you is that source holds of you, which is truly limitless. And so when you try to hold yourself up to the standard of the image that someone else has created of you, it never feels right. And some of you, instead of expansion, begin to experience contraction. And so many of you experience this contraction literally in your heart, where you say, it hurts right here. You say, it hurts right here. And what that pain is you constricting who you are. What that pain is constricting what you can experience within yourself. And what that pain is you trying to fit in someone else's idea of what and who you are supposed to be. And as you begin to release that, that pain that you hold on, trying to fit into something that you're really not, it begins to escape. It begins to run off. It begins to sizzle off. And what begins to happen is your heart begins to open. And as you begin to experience the opening of your heart, you begin to expand. And your capacity for being in the moment expands. And your capacity for experiencing what is possible for you to experience in this physical reality as a cosmic starseed begins to expand. And it's in that you begin to find your purpose. It's in that you begin to find why you are really here. For there is a marvelous reason for you being here. It is a powerful reason for you being here. And when you tap into this purpose, you do not need to try anymore. You do not worry about when your time is coming or when what you want will come. You simply are present. And in this presence, you become a powerful uplifter. There is no right or wrong in this process. There is no perfect way to be. There's no perfect way to try and do what you think you must do. When you are in a state of appreciation, you begin to recognize within yourself your cosmic nature. And as you recognize your cosmic nature, you begin to see that there's no separation between you and everything around you. That you is all that is, and everything around you is all that is, and it is one. In this union and in this oneness, there is a deep state of peace that begins to take over your whole being. And sometimes those around you notice it. And sometimes you trip yourself up because you also notice it. And you say, wait a minute, what is going on here? Am I dreaming this? Is this for real? Am I on some kind of trip right now? And we want to remind you that yes, you are on a trip. You are on the most marvelous voyage of your life. As a cosmic starseed, you are in a constant state of traveling between all dimensions. It is only when you become so trained into being addicted to the physical reality that you forget to witness your whole being traveling through all these different levels of existence. Some of you will take time out of your day and you'll say, okay, I'll set this time aside to maybe experience some peace, to maybe travel to this marvelous place that I know of. And as you begin to train this side of you, you notice that you might crave it more and more. Or the opposite, you become even more confused. You say, I don't get it. Why can I not experience a sense of peace in every single moment of my life? Maybe that's how it's supposed to be. Maybe I'm not supposed to experience everything in this reality day to day. Maybe I'm supposed to mostly spend my day worrying and upset and then have some good moments when I sit down and meditate. And what we want to remind you of is that any time is a perfect time for you to experience the fullness of you. And it begins by you appreciating your whole being. By you appreciating your whole being, you begin to appreciate all that is around you. We understand that you might have your reasons for not appreciating what is you and what is you in this reality, because you have been trained so, because at some point or another, and often many times, so many times that it begins to register in your mind, someone told you that you had to be this way or that way, and it was the image that they created of you that mattered. And what we like to let you know that it is the image, the infinite image that Source has of you as a cosmic being that holds for you all that you are seeking. And you do not need to uphold yourself to the image that anyone else has of you. What you need first and foremost is to recognize yourself as a valuable being. As a being that is not just here to fulfill orders, to work a job, to get an education, but a being that is here on the most marvelous voyage. A being that is here to experience the limitlessness of their cosmic existence. So embrace yourself. Appreciate yourself. Appreciate all that is around you, because you are not separate from what is around you. It is one, and you are one. You carry within you the fullness of all that is. And as you tap into it, your experience will begin to reflect it.